Famous Original J's Pizza, an authentic New York City-style slice shop located in Denver's historic Five Points. Boasting high-caliber ingredients with East Coast flavor, available by the slice or whole pie. Famous Original J supports Sounds on 29th and the Colorado creative community.
Sounds on 29th is proud to be sponsored by Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen. Authentic New York City-style bagels made with local and natural ingredients. Serving gourmet smoked fishes and house-made spreads. Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen, made hot and fresh all day.
Hey, what up, man?
Sounds on 29th would like to thank Hold Please Productions for their support.
The following programming contains adult themes and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey there, thanks for joining me for tonight's episode of Sounds on 29th. I'm your host, Bree Davies. Here on CPT 12, I get to take you on a weekly trip through the music and comedy scenes of Denver and beyond. Tonight's episode features the massive spiritual force that is Los Mocochetes and the hilarious work of comedian Anthony Crawford. We open tonight with Los Mocochetes. This band is a manifestation of great friendships, ancestral ties, and a love for the political power of song. A chorus of voices and a wide variety of instrumentation make the Mocochetes one of the most unique acts working in Colorado today. I know several members of this band from Youth on Record, an incredible organization in Denver that brings young people in from the community to learn the ins and outs of the music world. The gentlemen aren't just players of music, they're teachers, bringing their own stories to life while supporting the next generation of musician activists to do the same. Please enjoy this set and enlightening conversation with Los Mocochetes.
En la mente del americano existe un pueblo paisano, la crea revolucionario. Ayotzinapa de Guerrero, lugar donde comienza el pedo. Educación para el pueblo entero, comienza con un buen maestro. Los de la normal preparaban para la demostración de igualdad. Tomaron una ruta prestada, la policía quedó alterada. Armas, por favor, no nos disparen. Nosotros no traemos armas, por favor, no nos disparen. Venimos a dar respeto a los fallecidos de Tlatelolco. Llegamos 100 estudiantes y ahora nos faltan 43. ¡Así! Que es misterio, algunos dicen que fue el gobierno, la verdad la sabe el viento y pagarán en el infierno, pero mi pueblo no está ciego y solo han encendido el fuego que quema adentro, muy adentro, revolución en nuestro pecho, pero no hay que olvidar los hechos, porque hay 43 desechos, hay que juntar el pueblo entero y luchar por nuestros derechos. Armas, por favor, no Nosotros no traemos armas, por favor no nos disparen. Venimos a dar respeto a los fallecidos de Tlatelolco. Llegamos en estudiantes y ahora nos faltan 43. Ellos la policía nos tiene que respetar, ya llevamos un resto con su maltratar. Mi gente presente vamos a explotar, mi gente presente vamos a arrestar. Y los mocochetes al frente, como siempre, cantar nunca fue suficiente porque hay que ayudar a la gente. Rompe y libera tu mente, junto mi pueblo es más fuerte. Goza esta cumbia, verás que se sienten los 43 estudiantes presente, presente. Los 43 estudiantes presente, presente. Presente, los 43 estudiantes presente. Ay, ay, queremos sobrevivir. Ay, ay, déjanos sobrevivir. Ay, ay, queremos sobrevivir. Ay, ay, déjanos sobrevivir. Por favor no nos disparen. Nosotros no traemos armas, por favor no nos disparen. Venimos a dar respeto a los fallecidos de Tlatelolco. Llegamos en estudiantes y ahora nos faltan 43. ¡Así!
Hi, I'm Bree Davies. You're watching Sounds on 29th, and I'm here with Los Mocochetes, and I'm going to try to get you all to introduce yourselves. So, I don't know if you want to start.
Yeah, my name's Tyler Neal. Yeah, you know, I'm from Denver, born in LA. Met this group on a whim, you know, it's just, it fit right, you know, and I'm here just to, you know, support the culture, and Mocochetes is where it's at. It's the heart of the movement of, you know, what's really right in the world. So, and I'm going to pass it down.
My name is Jose Guerrero. I am a vocalist and also play the guira for the band.
Cool.
My name is Joshua Randy Abeta. I play guitar, cornet, trumpet, bass, and vocals with Los Mocochetes.
My name is Diego Flores. Play bass, guitar, and I sing with these lovely boys.
My name's John Rubio. I am a drummer. I've known these guys since like the band was basically just a concept, and you know eventually just came around to joining them later on down the road, which you know, I'm honored to be here right now and have these great opportunities. Thank you guys for having us.
I want to introduce Bon Bon Son, Bitty Bitty Bon Bon. Bitty Bitty Bon Bon.
Isaac Marquez over here. This guy's brother, by the way, just came to support the band. Love the movement they got going on. Love this Denver scene. Local native. I gotta help out, support my bro out here. So that's what I came to do.
Hey, I'm Chris Speed, guys. I help out with management with these guys. These guys are a beautiful crew, and I just want to help keep this boat smooth sailing.
My name's Elias. I play guitar. My name's Elias Brígido Garcia, and I am trying to, expand a little bit more as to what Denver means as far as, captivating more of what this city is doing and how it's constantly fluctuating and changing so that we can bring that to the stage and hopefully it can be a place where everybody can heal through dance. I play guitar and I also sing.
Yeah. Sweet. My name is Eli Montoya. I play percussion, drum set with Los Mocochetes. And always humbled and thankful for this opportunity, so thanks for having us.
True. Oh yeah, I play saxophone, by the way.
He also plays a mean basketball too.
I crossover, you know. There's too many ankles here for me right now.
We wanted to get your laugh on camera, Diego, so. Can you please talk about how this band came to be? It seems larger than just a band. Obviously, it's a movement in some sense, but sort of how did you come together?
It truly is family. Diego and I met each other through Youth on Record, and then he started bringing around Elias, and we started hanging out and jamming, and we ended up going to New Mexico together because I was going to play this show that got canceled, and they were going to go help Elias's abuelo Casimiro clean out the acequias, which are ravines in rural New Mexico that feed the farms and the ranches. And so I end up working with him one day, and I'm having dinner with the familia, and I tell him who my grandfather is, because in New Mexico, where our families are from, our houses are about like 10 minutes away. And so it turned out that my grandpa and his grandpa are cousins. So we're primos.
They like came up to New Mexico. They came up to Colorado together from New Mexico.
And you didn't know this before you had this conversation?
Like, my grandfather happened to be there for his grandfather's next step on that journey, and it was one of the most beautiful things, seeing my grandpa light up and have tears in his eyes, and seeing that kind of a thing kindled a relationship between us three right here. That was something that was beautiful. And then meeting everybody here. Hoser came in with fire. He had been around. We had all known him and known about him. And then that's when we started writing songs that had a very movement-specific kind of thing, where it wasn't even about, like, you know, any sort of specific thing, but all of our songs reflected a culture that we are culminating and living in, and how we can express that to further document what it is to be here in Denver.
That's awesome. It really is awesome, and I think it's important in places like Denver, where we're experiencing so much change and wanting to still retain while expanding at the same time. I think it can be difficult, but also really beautiful, obviously, because you can make music out of it. And I wonder, you kind of describe yourselves as like political music you can dance to, and I think that there's always time for political music, but I wonder if you could speak to why it's so important, maybe in this moment, to be making music that has a message.
I think most importantly that we want to make music that people dance to, right? And you're right, in this time frame, we have to use our voices for more than just, right, than just fun, right? We understand the power of our voices. Our ancestors, our leaders that came before us, they gave us the responsibility, especially in Denver, you know, Corky Gonzalez and, you know, the Chicano movement and the Crusade for Justice, right? That was a huge thing here in Denver, as well as the Seis de Bolder, right? Like, the activism has been present in Denver for a long time, and I had the pleasure of working with a lot of those folks, and not Corky, he passed away before, but Lalo Delgado, Daniel Valdez, right? And they kind of use their poetry and their music to raise awareness to these things. That's kind of how we've been trying to approach it in our music. You know, using that to speak up for the folks who can't speak up for themselves. Joshua used to be a part of the Mute Man's Microphone, right? And I think that's kind of what we're going for. You know, speaking for the folks who can't speak for themselves, but also trying to tell their story in the most accurate and respectful way as well. And at the same time, we come from music that has always been movable too, right? And I think part of that is because we're trying to play our parents' music, right? The music that we grew up listening to with a little bit of a modern spin, and of course, like Eli was saying, we think that we're more than musicians, we're in a way historians, right? When you start capturing all of these crazy events and these amazing, you know, like the people uniting and coming together, right? Like, at this point, we're not just writing music, we're writing what's going on in our country, right? We're speaking up politically, and it's beautiful. I think it's more digestible when you do it through music too.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay!
Soy un mocochete y vivo en Colorado. Mi nombre no es nada y no tengo enojado. Me llamo la Amale yo porque somos lo mismo todo. Gente en el frente cuando quieres si se puede. Si se puede. Cuando quieres si se puede. Cuando quieres si se puede. Cuando quieres si se puede. Sitting in those beds. I could have been a doctor, but I rap instead. I could but my hands are red. So now I spit it here. Different kinds of bits. I got wisdom in my head like I got some dreads. And I'm a hot mother like I make from lead. I love to cuss like I got Tourette's. I done working like a slave over there, president. Y también te lo digo en español. No trata de venir revolución. Empieza con oír esta canción. Luchar y conseguir liberación. Se fuerte como el pelo de santo. And I live in Colorado. My name means nothing. I got some race to follow. I am called the soul of God because we're all the same. All my people to the front. If you wanna be the change, be the change. If you wanna be the change. If you wanna be the change. If you wanna be the change. Mocochetes, mi palabras tiene hambre, mi boca tiene fuerza, mi voz está grande. You also have a voice, I'll say you raise it loud. Coming with the chorus like the lightning from the clouds. Si se puede, be the change. All my people, si se puede, be the change. All my people, si se puede, be the change. All my people, si se puede, be the change.
That was Los Mocochetes, a band of storytellers and movement makers. The energy of Denver's premier Chicano funk act is unmatched and best experienced live. So be sure to find Los Mocochetes on Facebook and stay up to date with their live shows. Next up, we have a Hold Please Productions comedy break with Anthony Crawford, one of the hardest working comedians in Denver.
Oh, snap, it's a black guy. How you doing? Here for a reason. Still trying to get used to being here in Denver, man. I really am. I moved here like 4 years ago, and I'm trying to still adjust to how everybody treats me here, you know, because I'm originally from North Carolina. Yep, that's what I expected. And it's weird, like back in the South, when I walk up on different races of people that don't know me, they think I'm gonna rob or murder them, because it's the South. But I realize here in Denver, when I walk up on different races of people that don't know me, y'all think I'm homeless, and I don't know how to feel about that. You know, I don't know how I went from thug to homeless in a plane ride, you know, and it's messing up my dating game. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to put myself out there, trying to meet a nice young lady, you know, and I never forget I met a gorgeous girl right outside of Coors Field. Fine, like the type of fine that make you mad a little bit. Like, oh, damn. Like, she was fine, you know, and I came up with some smooth stuff to say to her in my head, you know, and I put a little extra Obama on my walk as I walked up to her, you know, and before I could say anything to her, swear to God, she went, I don't have any change, and went back to her conversation. And I ain't have a comeback for that. You know what I mean? Like I started to make it rain on her out of spite. You know, just all bus transfers so she knew what she was missing. You know what I mean? Day passes. 5:20. You could have been somewhere. It's weird. I'm still trying to get used to it here, man. I had to pick up a part-time job because Denver is expensive. You know, and I work in a hardware store in Inglewood. Inglewood? And I don't know why I got to say it like that, but I work in a hardware store. And I'll never forget, man, this dude, this is about maybe 5 months ago, this dude walked in with a handgun on his hip and an assault rifle on his back. And I immediately stopped him at the door. I was like, hey, man, I don't care about your handgun, but you got to put your assault rifle in the car, man. I don't want you making everybody worried. And he was like, no, it is my American right to be armed at all times. And I was like, dude, I get it. That's why I'm cool with your handgun. But your assault rifle got to go in the car. You don't really need that in here. And he was like, no, I want to speak to your manager, man. No, this isn't right. Just because I have an assault rifle doesn't mean I'm going to shoot everybody in here. And I was like, oh, my bad. I forgot. You're new to this. Brother, this is called profiling. As a black guy, I can tell you, you're never gonna like it. Just get used to it. Put your damn gun in the car. Still trying to get used to this place, man. And it's funny. I had a bunch of people that try to get me to go to what is it, Elish Gardens or whatever the name of the amusement park is. And I'll tell them I'll go in a heartbeat. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not gonna ride any of them rides though. You know, I'm that guy that takes your girlfriend with that big bear I just won in all the games. You know what I mean? Like, I'm that guy. And a lot of people make fun of me because of it. Call me little names, like little girl, punk. Forgot this is clean. Can't say that. But but they make fun of me, man. And I tell them, man, like, dude, I was traumatized. I was traumatized in North Carolina. You know, one of the biggest amusement parks in North Carolina is called Carowinds. It's in Charlotte. And at the time, the popular ride was the drop zone. And the whole point of this ride is they pick you 16 stories up in the air. You hear it click. And then they drop you. That's the whole point of this ride, you know? And me and my friends couldn't wait to get on this ride. We was excited, couldn't wait. And as they picked us up 16 stories in the air, the ride malfunctioned. And we ended up being stuck 16 stories in the air for 3 hours. It's a very true story. This is a very, very true story. All right? Now, the messed up part about this ride, ladies and gentlemen, is when they finally fixed the ride and let us down, they didn't do it gently. They made us ride the ride. All right? Think about that, people. We were 16 stories in the air. It's not like we could hear them go, hey, man, we fixed it. We're going to go ahead and let y'all enjoy the ride, man. Have fun. We couldn't hear any of that, man. We were just up there for 3 hours like, man, this sun is killing me right now, man. And then we were like 3 hours of bull, man. I got to pee so bad. Man, I know one thing. We better get our money back. Click. Whoa, wait a minute. And then 10 black people in synchronized harmony went, ah, as we dropped 16 stories. And I ain't ashamed to tell y'all, I peed on myself. Yeah, I did. I peed on myself. I had a bunch of drinks before I got on that ride. It's a quick ride, and I thought I had time. Pretty sure I beat my pee down to the ground, to be real with you. And they ain't even give us our money back. They just gave us the picture for free, and that's messed up. All right, thank you, man. Amen.
We are
viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva toda mi gente y que viva nuestra canción. Que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva los mocochetes porque toca bien chingón hacer. Abajo con Donald Trump, abajo, abajo, arriba con la familia, arriba, arriba, abajo el capitalismo, abajo, abajo, arriba los zapatistas, arriba, arriba, que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva toda mi gente y que viva nuestra canción, que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva los mocochetes porque toca bien chingón hacer. Policía, abajo, abajo, arriba con la semilla, arriba, arriba, abajo con toda la migra, abajo, abajo, arriba con mi abuelita, arriba, arriba, abajo con el racismo, abajo, abajo, arriba los campesinos, arriba, arriba, abajo con las paredes, abajo, abajo, arriba con las mujeres, arriba, arriba, que viva revolución, que viva revolución. Que viva toda mi gente y que viva nuestra canción. Que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva los mocochetes porque toca bien chingón. Yo soy humano, no soy mojado, yo soy tu hermano. No soy mojado, yo soy humano, no soy mojado, yo soy tu hermano. Que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva toda mi gente y que viva nuestra canción. Que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva los mocochetes porque toca bien chingón. Que viva revolución, que viva revolución, que viva toda mi gente y que viva